Archangel Michael says, there is a strange silence forming around your name, but in one heart, that silence has turned into a storm. Someone you know, someone who has kept their emotions hidden in the shadows, is now thinking about you nonstop. Their mind cannot escape your presence, even in their most distracted hours. You might not feel it yet, but energy never lies. The vibration coming from their direction is becoming louder, stronger, and more intense with each passing day. Something inside them was triggered by a memory of you, a word, a look, a moment that replayed in their mind and refused to let go. The reason they are thinking about you nonstop is not ordinary, it's spiritual. A force much greater than either of you has connected your names in a sacred thread. You are the root of something they never knew they needed until it was almost too late. Archangel Michael says, they didn't plan this. They didn't choose this obsession willingly. But now, they can't rest until they understand what your presence truly means in their life. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your name is living rent-free in their thoughts from sunrise to midnight. Even in sleep, dreams are haunted by your voice, your scent, your smile. The universe has set you as a mirror for their unresolved truths and unspoken regrets. They've spoken your name out loud in empty rooms, then instantly looked around hoping no one heard. They've deleted and retyped messages to you, each time trying to act like they're not still attached. But the truth is, they're attached more than ever. Your silence has become louder than any words they've heard recently. Your absence is a presence that sits heavy on their chest. Even when they try to fill their life with noise, your energy cuts through the static like lightning. This person tried to bury you with distractions. But what they found instead was that no substitute compares to the emotional weight you carried in their world. Their denial has become an invisible prison. Type Amen to get blessing 619. They remember the small things that don't matter to anyone else, how your hands moved, how you blinked when nervous, the exact tone of your laughter. These things are now etched into their consciousness with painful clarity. They didn't know back then that they were memorizing you, but now they realize they were. There's guilt in their chest. There's fire in their dreams. And above all, there's a quiet hope that maybe you haven't completely walked away. The reason they think of you nonstop is not just love, it's transformation. You are the symbol of the shift they're going through internally. The more they try to ignore it, the more intense the pull becomes. Archangel Michael says, you are not meant to chase anyone, but your soul is being pursued by theirs right now. They feel the spiritual consequence of letting you go, and it's consuming them. Type Amen to get blessing 442. They're being shown signs, your name appearing randomly, songs that sound like your story, places that remind them of you. They've even asked people about you casually, trying to mask their longing. But no matter what they hear, it never satisfies the ache in their chest. They feel like you've become a ghost in their life, not gone, but unreachable. And that's why their thoughts spiral. They are trying to reach you through invisible threads. They talk to your energy even if they never send a message. They rehearse conversations in their head, hoping the universe will deliver them to your ears. You've become their secret ritual. They're scared of facing you, but more scared of never seeing you again. And in that fear, your memory becomes a magnet that pulls them deeper into remembrance. Type Amen to get blessing 511. This person is acting like everything is normal on the surface, but inside they are unraveling. Their heart is doing somersaults every time something reminds them of you. They don't understand why this feeling keeps growing, even after time and distance. You awaken something ancient inside of them. A soul memory. A recognition deeper than logic could explain. They know now that no one else has touched their spirit the way you did. And that realization is both beautiful and terrifying. Because now they know what they lost. Their thoughts are heavy. Their regrets louder. But your presence in their mind is like light through a cracked wall, it won't stop pouring in. Type Amen to get blessing 928. Archangel Michael says, someone is on the verge of breaking the silence. The pull of your energy is forcing them to take steps they were too scared to take before. Something inside them is demanding truth and action. They have imagined what it would be like to see you again. They've wondered if you've moved on, if you've forgotten them. But they also secretly hope you still feel the connection. They have made peace with nothing but war inside. Their mind is flooded with the last things you said, the way your eyes looked before you walked away. They're starting to believe that what you shared was not just coincidence, it was fate. This obsession is not about missing you. It's about needing your light to feel whole again. They didn't understand your worth until they tried to replace you, and failed. Type Amen to get blessing 784. They can't even look at others without comparing them to you. Their heart refuses to settle. Their soul keeps whispering your name in the stillness of night. They've tried everything to quiet their thoughts, work, parties, new faces, meaningless talks, but you return every single time. Your memory is carved into their spirit like fire into stone. They talk to God about you now. They pray for a sign, a message, a miracle that could bring you back. And sometimes, when the wind hits their skin just right, they feel like you're still with them. This isn't about romance anymore, it's about revelation. Something about your essence taught them how to see the world in color. Now everything feels black and white without you. Type Amen to get blessing 1021. There's a photo of you somewhere that they can't delete. A gift you once gave them they pretend they lost. A message they never replied to but reread when they miss you too much. They keep it all hidden because they think it's too late. But time isn't what connects you, energy is. And that energy is roaring now. You have power over their emotions without even trying. That's why you feel them when you least expect. That's why your dreams sometimes carry their voice. Their heart is broken in slow motion. They are watching the replay of all the moments they took for granted. And they are finally realizing what your presence truly meant. Type Amen to get blessing 208. Archangel Michael says, divine intervention is waking this person up. They've been numb for too long, and now the fire is rising in their chest. You are the awakening they were too blind to honor. Now their silence is louder than a scream. Their thoughts about you are sacred and burning with unfinished business. They want to say so much but don't know where to begin. Even in a crowded room, their heart is calling out your name. You are the center of a storm they can't escape. And the longer they fight it, the more exhausted they become. They will reach out. Not because they want to, but because they need to. The weight of your absence is breaking them open. Type Amen to get blessing 733. They are finally understanding that what they feel is real. That this bond is spiritual. That nothing else will make sense until they face the truth. And the truth is, they still love you in silence. They still believe in the magic of your connection. They still hope, even if it's hidden behind pride. Your face is not just a memory, it's a prophecy to them now. They see signs of you everywhere. And with every sign, their heart beats faster. They're scared to lose you forever. But more scared to admit they still care. So, they think. Constantly. Non-stop. About you. Type Amen to get blessing 1450. They dream of what could have been. And sometimes they wake up crying without knowing why. The truth is, they were never able to move on. You were not just someone passing by. You were the one. The one that haunted their soul into remembering what real love felt like. They may not have told you everything, but their spirit confesses it daily. Their thoughts have become prayers whispered into the dark. And your name is the answer they seek every time. Archangel Michael says, your spirit left an imprint that time could not erase. They feel you in their breath, in their fears, in their longing. And that longing is reaching you now. Type Amen to get blessing 2660. They are hoping for a moment. A message. A glance from the heavens that says you haven't forgotten them. Even if you never speak again, you live inside them. You have become a part of their journey. And that's why you keep returning in their thoughts like an echo. This is not obsession, it's awakening. They've tried everything else and found it all empty. Only your memory holds meaning. Their silence is not forgetfulness, it's fear. Fear that they don't deserve another chance. Fear that they wasted something sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 1901. But even in that fear, they think of you non-stop. Because you are the one who broke through their armor. You are the one who saw the truth of who they were. And now they know, even if they never say it out loud, your energy is unmatched. Your soul is unforgettable. You are the one who awakened their heart from its slumber. And until they find peace with you, they will keep thinking. Non-stop. Endlessly. Because you are more than a person, you are their unfinished story. Type Amen to get blessing 4000. They have rewritten their reality to include you, even if it's only in their daydreams. They imagine you walking beside them, speaking softly, forgiving what was broken. These thoughts bring them both pain and peace, like a beautiful wound they don't want to heal. They avoid certain places because they fear your memory will overwhelm them there. Yet, at the same time, they secretly hope to run into you. It's a contradiction they live with every day, wanting to move on but needing to hold on. You are not a memory to them, you are a presence. A presence that lingers through all the ordinary moments and turns them into something sacred. Your absence screams louder than any goodbye ever could. When they smile at others, it's not real. It's a practiced smile. The only real smile was the one they gave you without effort or fear. Type Amen to get blessing 468. They speak your name under their breath when they think no one is watching. They keep track of days without realizing they're counting the time since they last saw you. Their soul is still entangled with yours in a way that defies logic. No matter who they meet, no matter how much time passes, your name tastes different in their mouth. It carries weight. It carries power. There are moments they replay over and over again, wondering what could have happened if they had just spoken their heart. But now those moments are locked away, visited only in the quiet chambers of their mind. And every time they visit them, it hurts a little more. You were more than just love. You were the mirror to their better self. Without you, they feel they've lost the reflection they liked most. Type Amen to get blessing 953. Their thoughts are a battlefield. One part of them says to forget you. The other part cries out in rebellion, screaming that you are irreplaceable. The longer they avoid the truth, the heavier it becomes. You are the secret they cannot bury. The unfinished sentence their heart never stopped writing. You left a soul print that nothing else has come close to erasing. And even though they try to hide it, everyone around them can see the shift in their energy. They are no longer whole. This person doesn't just think about you, they feel you. In dreams, in music, in silence, in chaos. You are threaded into everything now. Type Amen to get blessing 1177. They replay your laughter in their head like a favorite song. The kind of melody that brings both warmth and sorrow. And it never fades, no matter how loud life gets. They remember the way your eyes saw through their walls. How you listened without judgment. How you gave them space to be fragile. No one else has ever been able to hold their soul with such gentleness. And that's why you haunt their every thought. Not because you hurt them, but because you healed a part of them no one else ever touched. Archangel Michael says, they are coming to a breaking point. The pressure of silence, the weight of unspoken words, it's building. And soon, it must release. Type Amen to get blessing 2033. They have tried to fill the void you left with shallow encounters. But none of them could swim deep enough. You were the ocean, and they are still drowning in the memory of your waves. Every morning, they wake up with you on their mind. Every night, they fall asleep holding the thought of what could have been. Even time seems to curve around your memory. They thought forgetting you would be simple. But your absence has grown roots. And now, everything in their world blooms with the color of what was lost. This is more than thinking, it's becoming. Your essence has shaped who they are today. Even if they never say it, their transformation carries your fingerprint. Type Amen to get blessing 3190. They see you in the eyes of strangers. They hear your voice in echoes. And they wonder if maybe, somewhere deep down, you think of them too. But they don't hope for your return with desperation, they hope with reverence. You were a lesson and a blessing wrapped into one. A force of nature that changed their internal weather forever. They have moments when they nearly pick up the phone. Fingers trembling over your name. Then fear pulls them back, reminding them of the silence between you. They are haunted by every word they didn't say. Every truth they buried. Every emotion they locked away. Type Amen to get blessing 3517. They now understand that love isn't about possession. It's about recognition. And they recognized something divine in you. You taught them how to feel deeply. You shattered their walls. And even though you're gone, the pieces are still glowing with your light. They wonder if they still deserve to be remembered by you. Or if you've finally let go. But no matter the answer, you remain carved into the foundation of who they are. Archangel Michael says, the soul cannot lie. When someone enters your life with divine purpose, their energy leaves a permanent mark. That is what you've become to them, a sacred mark. Type Amen to get blessing 2750. Your name lives in the lines of poems they write in secret. In the art they don't share. In the sighs they release when no one is watching. They could never admit it before, but now it's clear, you are the one they needed to heal. And now that you're gone, they're learning how to breathe again with one lung. The reason they think of you nonstop isn't weakness, it's awakening. You shook them from a slumber they didn't even know they were in. You forced them to confront themselves. Now every thought of you brings pain, but also light. You are the ache they carry with gratitude. Because you were real. Type Amen to get blessing 3982. They thought they could replace you, forget you, unwrite your name from their story. But you are the paragraph that can't be deleted. The memory that refuses to die. And now, the more they try to move on, the more the universe brings you back into their orbit. Through dreams. Through signs. Through sudden emotion. You are the storm and the stillness. The ghost and the guide. The memory and the message. Their thoughts are your altar. Their longing is your hymn. Their tears are the offering to the love they didn't protect. Type Amen to get blessing 4000. They've begun to see the world differently, through the lens you left behind. Even simple things, a cloud in the sky, a flickering streetlight, a scent on the breeze, remind them of you without warning. They don't even tell people anymore because it happens so often, it would sound like madness. But it's not madness, it's meaning. You left behind a silent language they now speak fluently. Everything they touch carries a trace of your energy, and they can't escape it even if they wanted to. The more they try to distract themselves, the more you invade. The more they deny, the louder your presence becomes. You are not just a thought, you are their spiritual compass now. And they've come to accept that. Because some people enter your life not to stay, but to awaken. And once awakened, nothing can ever go back to sleep. Type Amen to get blessing 4684. They hold on to your energy like a secret flame. It burns quietly but never fades. And every now and then, they sit in the darkness just to feel its warmth. You've become the soul's favorite memory they never want to share. Not because they've forgotten you, but because remembering you is sacred. It is the only thing that still makes sense in a confusing world. You didn't just pass through their life. You restructured the foundation of their heart. Even in your silence, you're speaking louder than anyone else. Their heartbeat sounds different now. It's slow when they think of you in sorrow. Fast when they remember the good. Type Amen to get blessing 4901. Archangel Michael says, there is no distance too great for divine connection. This person's thoughts reach across time and space, finding you even when you're unaware. Your soul has become their lighthouse. They keep pretending. Pretending they're okay. Pretending they're free. But the truth is, they are still yours in spirit. The world has changed them, but you defined them. And in the quiet, they return to you in pieces. They whisper your name like prayer. Not to call you back, but to feel whole again. Your energy is their balm and their ache. Type Amen to get blessing 5129. They revisit your last message often, reading between the lines. Searching for the, I miss you, hidden in what wasn't said. Hoping you feel the same pull they do. Your name still opens doors inside their heart that they thought were closed forever. They still wonder if they'll ever see you again. And if they do, will they even have the strength to speak? They are not the same person you knew. They've been reshaped by every thought they've had of you. And every memory has etched you deeper into their being. They want to tell you everything. But they know that words will never be enough. Because the truth is, you are not a chapter, you are the whole story. Type Amen to get blessing 5388. They've learned more from your silence than from anyone else's words. They've built a cathedral in their mind where only your name is worshipped. And they kneel there daily in reverence to what was lost. This isn't about missing you. It's about becoming aware of what they destroyed. What they overlooked. What they couldn't understand until you were gone. Now, every step forward feels like betrayal. Every smile feels fake. Because the one person who made it real is no longer beside them. And still, they love you. Quietly. Constantly. Without end. Type Amen to get blessing 5500. The world keeps spinning, but they are stuck in the gravity of your memory. Everyone tells them to move on, but they can't. Because their heart still beats in your name. They've walked through crowds, hoping to see your face. They've opened their messages, praying yours appears. They even check your old photos, just to remember what light looked like. They miss your chaos. Your calm. Your contradiction. You were everything all at once, and now they feel nothing in comparison. You haunt them beautifully. And they've accepted that they wouldn't want it any other way. Because losing you means never forgetting what real felt like. Type Amen to get blessing 5809. They still wear the same scent you liked, hoping it reaches you in the wind. Still carry the object you once touched, like a relic of sacred history. Still whisper to the stars at night, telling them about you. You are the light they search for in every face. The voice they try to mimic in every conversation. The energy that no one else has matched. This isn't infatuation. It's soul recognition. They saw God in you, and now they're trying to remember what heaven felt like. Archangel Michael says, don't be surprised if you feel a sudden pull. That's them. Their thoughts are reaching you, wrapping around your spirit like vines. Type Amen to get blessing 6000. They will never admit this out loud. But your name sits on the edge of every word they say. Always almost said, never released. They wonder if you feel it too, this tug, this ache, this hum in the chest that vibrates only when they think of you. It's not just coincidence. It's the soul speaking what the mouth cannot. In their dreams, you still smile at them. Still forgive them. Still exist in a world where nothing went wrong. And when they wake, they hold on to that moment as long as they can. Because it's the closest they get to you now. And sometimes, that's enough to survive the day. Type Amen to get blessing 6211. Even if they never see you again, they will remember your presence. You were the only person who made them feel both lost and found. The only one who ever made time stop. Your absence is the loudest sound in their life. And they are learning to live in the echo of what could have been. They are thinking of you right now. Not just with their mind, but with every beat of their heart. You are the only thought that still brings them to tears and smiles at the same time. You changed them. And they'll never forget that. No matter how many days pass. No matter how far away you are. Type Amen to get blessing 6400.